You are the light. There is no other way. There is no other way. Seguirá Cristo.
Recently, a girl sitting next to the aisle. I always try to talk to her. So finally, she's looking out the window and I said, "You see anything interesting out there?" It turned into a conversation. She told me how when she was a little girl, she's a Catholic, raised Catholic girl. She's a little girl, there was an incident that happened in the Catholic Church. Her mother said, "We're not going to church anymore. You can choose. You can choose what kind of religion you want to become." She said, "I haven't been back to church since." I'm just telling you, folks, you got to make a decision. I understand that was a Catholic church, but do you know things happen right here? You just got to make up your mind. If nobody else goes with me, I'll go. I'm going to get as close to Jesus as I can. And whatever He asks me to do, I'm going to be willing to do. I'll give it all. I'll give it all. You didn't just tell me that. You got to tell Him that. I'll give it all. If it means I get hurt, I get hurt. If it means I get neglected, I get neglected. Whatever, God, I want to get close to Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, more here. In just one moment's time, you and Jesus can make a decision. He's encouraging you. He's standing, so to speak, on the sidelines of your life and telling you all things are possible. There's nothing impossible for God. Nothing. But you got to surrender. You got to tell Him, if nobody else follows you, Jesus, I'm going to follow you all the way. I'm going to pursue you. In Jesus' name. Now, Lord Jesus, I know people have spent time in this altar and they prayed. I know your word, my Lord, what a confirmation today that you was going to speak to the hearts of your people, and you have. You have spoken to us. Now, Lord, I pray that our response will be one of belief, that we will believe that you have spoken to us, and we will embrace what you have spoken to us, and we will make our decisions based upon what you have spoken to us. We give ourselves to you, Lord, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Go ahead, give him some praise right now. We're going to dismiss, but give him some applause. Give him some praise. He brought us from a mighty long way. He loves us. He cares for us. He saved us when we didn't even feel like we were worth saving. He saw something in us when nobody else could see anything in us. Thank you, Jesus. That's good. Sing it.
All the way, I'm going all the way. All the way, I'm going all the way. All the way, I'm going all the way. I am going all the way with the Lord. I make my choice. I'm going all the way. I made my decision. I'm going all the way. I made my choice. I'm going all the way. I am going all the way with the Lord. No turning back.
Tell him.
I'm going all the way.
No turning back.
No turning back. I'm going all the way. No turning back. I'm going all the way. I am going all the way with the Lord.
Let me just, I felt like there's just a couple of things. We may not sing anymore, but listen, folks. When you make up your mind to follow Jesus, I know Sister Edwin, you let me out. And all the resources of heaven
Cuando usted decide seguir a Jesús y todos los recursos del cielo
become available to you,
están disponibles a ti,
you just have no
tú
idea
no tienes idea
what that means.
lo que eso significa.
We think of the operation of the gifts of the Spirit
Nosotros pensamos en la operación de los dones del Espíritu.
here in church.
Aquí en la iglesia,
It was in the late 70s,
bueno, en los 70, finales de los 70,
and my wife and I,
mi esposa y yo,
and we had 2 children at that
en
time,
ese tiempo teníamos 2 hijos,
went to a remote area, Sedona, Arizona,
fuimos a un lugar que se llama Sedona, Arizona,
to start a church.
para comenzar una iglesia.
And we lived
Y vivíamos,
like there was only one of the family that lived close to us.
solo había una otra familia que vivía cerca de nosotros.
Jolene must have been 5.
Jolie tenía como 5 años,
I think Jason was 3, and Joni was
Jason tenía 3
on the way. Was you born? You were 1.
y Jolie estaba en camino.
But these neighbor boys, there were 2 of them.
Pero había estos vecinos, habían dos de ellos,
and they had a friend.
y eran
They were all 11 and 12 years old.
tenían 11, 12 años.
We're in the house. Actually, I was at work. My wife's in the house.
Yo estaba en el trabajo, mi esposa estaba en la casa.
And Jason and Jolene were playing outside.
Y Jason y Jolene estaban jugando
We had a
afuera.
fenced-in area.
Teníamos un área con un
But all of a sudden,
encerrado, pero de repente
my wife
mi esposa
felt something.
sintió algo.
Something ain't right.
Algo no está bien.
And she went outside.
Y ella salió afuera.
And then 3 little boys, 11 and 12 years old,
Y luego 3 niños de 11, 12
had
años
taken Jason
habían tomado a Jason,
across into a field
lo habían llevado a un campo,
Stripped his clothes off of
le
him.
habían quitado su ropa
and dug a grave
y habían hecho una tumba
and put him in it
y ponerlo adentro
and were burying him.
y lo estaban enterrando.
And my wife felt something,
Y mi esposa sintió algo,
a burden.
una carga.
She began to pray. Oh God, what's the matter? Listen, folks,
Escúchenme.
this thing ain't just what happens at church.
Esto no es lo que sucede en la
You
iglesia.
got to be sensitive to God.
Tienes que estar sensible a Dios.
She began to pray.
Ella empezó a orar.
And one of those little boys said, we probably shouldn't do
Y
this.
uno de esos niños dijeron, probablemente no deberíamos de hacer
And
esto.
they pulled Jason out of that
Y
grave
sacaron a Jason de esa tumba.
and they put his clothes on him backwards.
Pusieron su ropa de regreso, pero al
And
lado contrario.
they sent him home.
Y lo mandan a la casa.
And when my wife saw him,
Y cuando mi esposa lo vio,
she thought, oh, he's being a naughty boy.
oh, ha sido un niño malo.
He's only 3 years old.
Solo tiene 3 años.
But one of those little boys
Pero uno de esos niños
had a guilty conscience.
tenía una conciencia
And
culpable.
he came and told
Y él vino y nos dijo
what they had done.
lo que ellos habían hecho.
But all of a sudden, one of them had a thought.
Pero de repente uno tuvo un pensamiento.
Because I'm convinced my wife felt the move of the Spirit and she prayed. It pays to follow Jesus.
Para el poder seguir a Cristo.
I know God has used Jason. We thought then
Dios ha usado a Jason. Nosotros pensamos en
the enemy has got a design to try and take our kids, kill them.
El enemigo está diseñando planos para matarnos.
Listen,
Yo sé,
the enemy will kill your babies.
el enemigo va a matar tus bebés.
He hates your sister.
Él odia a tu hermana.
She's an intercessor.
Es una intercedora.
He hates her.
Él la odia, le oyes.
Folks, you need to pursue Jesus more than ever. If you follow him a little,
Porque si usted le sigue solo un poquito,
the way will be hard.
el camino será difícil.
But if you follow him hard,
Tú sigues tras de él,
the way will be easy.
fácil.
I don't mean that you won't have trials,
No significa que no vas a tener
but your
problemas,
mind will be made up.
pero tu mente va a estar decidida.
Everybody said
Pero
amen.
decir amén.
You just need to know
Tú solo necesitas saber.
this thing of pursuing Jesus,
Esto de perseguir a Jesús
it's not a joke.
no es un juego.
It's not a game.
No es un juego.
It's for real.
Es verdadero.
Everybody said amen.
Decir amén.
God bless you.
Que el Señor les bendiga.
I'll let you go.
Les dejamos.
I know they need help putting stuff
Sé
away.
que necesitamos ayuda guardando cosas.
Greet one another.
Salúdense unos
Our
a
good
otros.
brother here, I want to meet you, my friend.
Mi hermano, aquí quiero
Yeah, come and see
conocerle.
me. You're dismissed in Jesus' name.
Bienvenidos en el nombre de Jesús.
Kelly, I'll be right back. There's nothing. I'm just... Hang on. She went for Hannah's bowl.